Okay, hey YouTube. So I'm gonna be showing my full body workout, and we're gonna be starting off with neck curls. And why do I do this? Because well, what is it? Neck's a pretty important part of your physique. So I figured, let's do it. All right, let's train neck. This is a low volume full body workout, meaning that I do like a couple sets per muscle till failure. That's it. And it's almost a full body workout. I didn't include back and arms, but mainly this is this can build a bunch of muscle either way. Actually, I did triceps. I did do triceps, but I didn't do like no forearm or nothing. But this is pretty much a good full body workout. Honestly, gets a lot done. This is because I was just busy this week. Had a lot going on, so I try to get as much done as possible. So I figured I'd do it this way. You know. Yeah, so I'm doing my neck extensions now as a superset so we can get the job done fast. I was trying to go to bed real fast after this, but I was playing a game on my phone. I cleaned everything else up, but I got distracted on my phone. So, I went to bed kind of late. I had to go to the doctor's today. So yeah, it was so much fun. But anyways, so we're doing this, and this is my isometric hold kind of stretch. Uh, really works the neck, man. My neck gets pretty worked from this. And here I go. I begin my second set. That's right, my second set. And again, training neck because when you have a big neck and big traps. It's really, really good looking. Like big traps, shoulders. Neck. It just ties everything together, man, real well. So that is why we do it this way. All right, it's very, very useful. I'm yawning in between my workouts, so you can just tell how tired I am. I'm tired now. So yeah, like again. So the thing about neck is that you want to be careful. Okay, so the neck can it can be injured pretty easily. But I've been doing this for a while, so my neck's kind of tough now. But like when you're a beginner, you want to take your time. Don't put all this like worry about getting the muscle work. Worry about like maximum strength again, like your tendons, ligaments, and yeah, those two things. They can only do so much at the first time. All right, here we go with the neck extensions. Uh, yeah. So so I feel like every person should train their neck, and if you're trying to look as big as possible, getting your neck big is a really good step. That's one of the most important muscles to make yourself look big. Uh, yeah, pretty good. Very simple. Two sets, superset. With that. So here's my trap, low volume trap. Workout. All I do, I'm using a really lightweight, but I'm just doing like a stretch and contraction with it. All I'm doing is just really like stretching my traps out and then just slowly contracting all the way at the top. All I'm doing, I hold it for quite a while. It's not that much weight, but I can get a lot done with it. Not bad, honestly. It's pretty good. I usually do more sets with it, but like I said, I've been pretty busy lately, so you do what you can. At least two sets to failure. That's at least you have that going for you. Oh yeah, and I didn't even show my traps in the footage because it doesn't fit. I know, like I just got I get like a tripod and stuff like set up for my phone, but but okay, so here we go. At least we have this going on, so you can at least kind of see what's going on. Yeah, pretty bad lighting down here. Oh yeah, really stretches the traps out. What I think is really nice about this exercise is that it's just so good for traps. Like stretching, like a really heavy stretch on the traps is pretty much all it is. That's why when you deadlift a lot, that's why like your traps are so worked because they have to contract a little bit, but they have to, the upper traps have to stretch the whole time. In a stretch position, a really heavy stretch position, again, you deadlift with a lot of weight, so you're gonna be stretching with a lot of weight, But yeah, so here's my low volume bench workout. Again, like I did chest today as well, but this is yesterday. Again, I'm just uploading like footage I haven't uploaded in a few days. My apologies. I've been not saying I'm just been a little busy, but yeah, but I'm getting all of it in by tonight. But the point is, so again, this is a low, volume chesting. I'm just working 150 for like, again, I'm really tired, so I'm only, this is like a close grip too, so I'm just like, really just focusing on reps on this, whatever. I mean, I usually work with like 180 and like plus for like sets and whatnot, but right now I'm just whatever. I'm just getting a couple sets in for like, high effort, high intensity, I should say, to get it in. Okay? Each day I'm gonna look like pickle, one day at a time. All right. So here's the second set of this workout. So, of this exercise, I should say. Like I said, this was the whole body as well, so you're gonna be producing a lot of hormones and whatnot. I mean, you're getting a pretty good amount of stuff in. I recommend not just doing it like this, but if you're in a rush, you've been busy, at least get something in, to stimulate some kind of like mechanism in your body. Because either way, you're gonna grow. Either way, you're just you know. So here's a tricep workout exercise. So I'm using a 40-pound dumbbell for this. One-armed extensions with this weight. It's pretty good. Again, I just did benching right after. I mean, right before this. So So my triceps, it's trying to work. Yeah, it's doing really good. Making all kinds of progress. Oh yeah, and I'm going to Florida soon, so you're gonna be seeing all kinds of fun training there. Lots of fun training. Lots and lots of. Anyways, but yeah, triceps, two-thirds your arm, and this is the best exercise because you're not getting a long head in the biggest head of your tricep. This is primary long head, but lateral and medial will always be like contracted either way. But I also benched, so it's gonna be working those two heads as well, mainly the head in that. But I also did my dips today and stuff, so I'm good. But this is a really good long head exercise. This is all long head right here. Ugh, gosh. Um, very, very good. Oh yeah, look at that tricep. Look at my arms. Pretty, pretty good looking there. Okay, so here's some more fun stuff. I was doing two sets of isometric holds, for sit-ups. Again, just a long time again, and I position, I kind of go up a little bit and down a little bit, and sometimes I'll extend my hips out a little bit more, and I'll put myself in an interior pelvic position to just stimulate some more like lower abdominals like in it as well. But my lower abdominals are one of my strongest parts of my abs. Again, they're like it's a weird thing. Like the first four abs my first the four pack of my abs are actually the least dense, and last like poppy is my 6 and 8 pack. So I gotta be doing that's the thing, bro. I'm backwards, bro. Like my physique's like backwards. Like for example, like I have to worry more about front delt and rear delt. My front delts are the weakest part of my delts, man. Like it's just very very backwards physique. Like my back's really good. Like in my you know what I mean. So yeah. So there we go. Dude, that was pretty. It burns, man. It goes. Oh yeah, that stuff burns, man. Really good. I do recommend some isometric training for each muscle group. Again, it really helps tone them, and it helps all the tendons and ligaments develop, get stronger. So you should be doing all three: concentric, iso, and eccentric. All right, that's how it should be. Okay. First, you should worry about is concentric, obviously. Second is eccentric, and then the last is isometric. But they're all pretty much equally good. But if I were to rank them, that's what my order would be. So for this set, you can't even see because awesome camera position. Again, I was so tired, I was just trying to like get the footage in and my explanations in. But yeah, I'm gonna be uploading more and more like all the time. This is how it's gonna be from now on. But yeah, I'm really going for it. Really going for it. Like this app. Really going for it. But yeah, man, abs. See, no one trains their abs either. Like, everyone because they worry about their waist getting too thick. They're confusing it with the obliques, like, and the transverse abdominis. They're confusing themselves with the other core muscles. But I'm specifically talking about the rectus abdominis, right? Right, because again, like, they can only get so thick. I mean, they can get pretty thick, but I'm just saying, like, it's not gonna like, it's gonna make your physique look way better, bro. Like, because again, when you have some nice, good-looking, defined abs, like strong-looking abs, you just have a really strong-looking physique. Like if I were to, like, you know what I mean? Like, imagine David Lade having like insane like abs, bro, like insane abs. That would be crazy. Oh, I forgot to cut this video. Whatever. That's my bad. Don't know what I'm doing here, but I'll allow it. Yeah, real nice. Mm-hmm. Yup, real nice. Real nice. Don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Come on, man. Get to the workout. End the video, dude. What are you doing? I don't know what this is. Can you please get to the workout? What? What? Oh my gosh, dude. I don't understand. Alright, I guess I didn't crop that. Oh yeah, the sissy squat. I guess I forgot to cut the video, but whatever. But basically, right here, I'm doing my sissy squats. So really good. Again, see, the sissy squat is so good because I used to do them a lot back then, but now I'm getting back into it. But I'm using weights now. I'm going to pretty much failure with it. So yeah, there's my brother walking by the video. Thank you. Um, now he didn't know, but the point is, yeah, like basically, like you can see, like, oh, this is what's really special about this exercise is that it works your rectus femoris, which is the third uh muscle. It's the center muscle in the quadriceps, and it's the center. You know what I mean? Like it brings it out more. So that's what's also really special about it because the squat doesn't really do it as much, but at least with the sissy squat we can at least cover that issue. So that's why, like I said, you do the main compound to build the most amount of muscle, and the accessories to help with the other details to get those as well. That's why. That's why, like, that's why a lot of powerlifters now do a lot of accessories, and that's why they look so strong. They just look so strong, like, you know. See, the thing about like the aesthetic portion is that people do too much accessory, not enough compound, not enough primary movers. Like not enough primary like movements. Like what I mean? Like the last time I've seen like a dude my generation do a farmer's carry is never. I've never seen one do a farmer's carry like with a hex bar like back and forth like man that's such a good trap forearm like core builder. And here are some. So what I'm doing with this is my SDLs. Um, I'm focusing on like what's it called? Isometric stretch. I'm eccentric on the hamstring right there, and I do a little concentric. You know what I mean? So, that's pretty good. So here's the second set. Yeah, we're going for it. eccentric. Again, that's what builds most muscle in most muscles, especially the hamstrings. Again, and it's gonna have flexible hamstrings. Yep. Mhm. Oh yeah. Yep. There we go. Basically, like I said, this is like awesome. What do you call it? This is awesome stuff for the full body, man. Just low volume and focusing on these kind of things. So here we go. Here's my calf training, pickle calf training, low volume. So I go to pretty much failure person again, especially with the calves. This muscle, you want to grow and get it super detailed and toned, whatever, and strong. You gotta train this muscle specifically to failure. All right. I've seen people with high inserted calves, pretty big calves. All right. It's just that they train it to failure, absolute failure. Like, you know what I mean? And they use a lot of weight because again, calves are really strong. You gotta use a lot of weight with these. So I would say in the like five, it's like the 6 to the 8 range is really good for the calves. Like, but I'm doing more isometric work, more like this. This also works too. But if you want to really build, and these are single leg calf leggers too, so these are already pretty like good enough. But I can, because again, like people don't train their calves anyways. First of all, I could forget about even train the failure. No one's even putting a single rep in their calves. Because, they're like, oh, it's genetic. Well, you can say about any muscle, well, it's because it has a high insertion. You can say about any muscle, like the biceps. Okay, some people's biceps have high insertions. So, you're still going to train it. It's like any other muscle, right? Why not the calves? Because you know why? Because it's super boring to train calves. For a lot of people, calf training is one of the most boring things people train, but when you do it, bro, it feels so good. And right now it feels like, bro, like, dude, I don't know why, but having extremely big thighs and small calves, like big Ramy, it just looks so bad, man. Like, that's why I like some of the Baki characters like legs, because some of them are like sometimes like especially Biscuit Oliva's legs, like his quads and his calf ratio, it's just perfect to me. Like, it just looks so strong. Like, it doesn't look stupid. Like, you know what I mean? But that's why I train calves. You know what I mean? Because they're like any other muscle. So here, and I'm doing a superset with tib raises. Tib raises are really important. You gotta train your dorsiflexors, guys. Okay, if you're training calves, you gotta be training your dorsiflexors because your dorsiflexors are super important because and they make it pop out from the front too. It gives more detail. Like I said, more detail to the calves. It makes your calves look better and bigger. Look at them right now. See how they look pop out in the front? That looks good. It doesn't look all flat and stuff. Yeah. So right, so we do that, and also too, because when people squat, a lot of people have poor mobility when they squat. And that's because their dorsiflexors aren't like strong enough. So you gotta train your dorsiflexors. Gotta you gotta train them and then stretch them and whatnot after. Because again, once you get your dorsiflexors all strong and flexible, squatting not a problem. All right, and then especially when you start doing acid grass squatting too and whatnot, you can even help your dorsiflexors even more because now they have a really specific job to do, but this is what trains them to get to that point. So doing like I said, bro, calf training. And I know when people squat, yeah, they can actually build some calves out of it. But I believe proper calf training is necessary. Again, again, when we're walking, we're not really using our quads and our like hamstrings that much. We're using our glutes a little bit more than our quads, I would say. But we're using a lot of calves, a lot of calves. That's why they don't really grow as fast compared to the others, because they need a lot of. Look at remember Arnold? I mean, he would hide his calves in the water because he was insecure about them, and then he was like, you know what? I'm gonna get them big, and he did. He had one of the worst calves to start off with. Again, he's a tall dude. Tall dudes tend to have smaller calves, but again, that's because not only that calves already like take a while to do, but they what is it? He's also tall, so he has to fill out his frame. It takes more to fill out his frame, so it takes a little longer. So he did what he had to do, and he had like 20-inch calves, monstrous level, shredded 20-inch calves. That's a lot of calf. For a dude who's 6'2", that's a big calf. That's a big calf, bro. It's a lot. It's a lot. Again, the biggest calves in bodybuilding history were 24. and a half inches, I believe, 24-inch calves. Again, if you're 20-inch calves, and you're like from like 8 to like 6'3", you got you got you got like enormous calves, enormous. See, look, my calves are just getting bigger over time. They're getting pretty big. See what I mean with like the pickle thing? Like, look, my calves are like, I mean, like, you know, threatening my quads a little bit in this position, but it's all good. Smart man, gotta train every muscle. Yeah, this is actually I go with failure on each exercise. That's why I screw. I'm not just like, yeah, 100 reps I'll do, and then I'll sell like 1,000 in the tank. Like, come on. I mean, go to failure, guys. There's ways to go to failure. For like a sit up, well, it takes forever to get to 200 sit ups. Add weight. Simple as that. But anyways, like, yeah, here's remember that one scene, that one panel in Baki when he was like in this position where he's not only like doing like a an isometric air squat, but he's also like has his heels elevated, so he's also training his calves at the same time. And it said something about his like thighs being on fire. Yeah, I'm doing this thing right now, but with weight. Obviously, not as long as the time as him. All right, I'm not doing this for 24 hours. That's or 3 hours straight. I'm not doing that. We're doing like this. I can go more, like in the future and stuff, but I'm gonna really like focus on these like isometrics because isometrics really detail your muscles. Like it make them look grainy and like whatnot. But yeah, but this really works the soleus a lot too. So because again, I don't have a seat calf raise machine. Hopefully, the gym I'm going to by my restaurant in Florida has that seated calf raise machine. That thing is awesome because it's internal. It's an internal muscle as well. So